people the other day crying, oh, I don't know, Trump has removed money. He said he's not giving us any more money. Watu wanalia. Why are you crying? It's not your government, it's not your country.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the former president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, speaking to a group of East African leaders about the potential pause in foreign aid coming from the USA. Now, this comes on the heels of President Trump saying that we're going to pause all foreign aid to all countries except for one. You guys already know what it is, and please, please, please don't get too weird in the comments. I don't want to get my channel deleted. Anyway, we're pretty much pausing all foreign aid. Now, I think it's a great thing. It should be permanent as far as cutting it. Sometimes it makes sense to give aid. You got starving people, things of this nature. Okay, I get it. But just trying to fight foreign wars and wasting money, I'm not a fan of that. Because we are way, way deep in debt. How many trillions of dollars are we in debt? The debt clock is out of control. We got to stop this ridiculous spend policy that we're on right now. Now, before I go any further, we got news clips. We got the full clip from the beginning. And we also have Trump talking about some of the expenditures we had going out to these foreign countries. Some of the things that we spend money on, it'll blow your mind. And of course, all these videos will be in the box. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
We identified and stopped $50 million being sent to Gaza to buy condoms for Hamas. 50 million. And you know what's happened to them? They've used them as a method of making bombs. How about that? We stopped an attempt to make an illicit payment for illegal alien resettlement. We canceled $181 million in DEI training contracts. This is just for the training of people in DEI, which has been terminated and completely terminated. And we paused $1.7 billion in unauthorized payments to foreign organizations, including stopping more than $40 million that was on its way out the door to the very corrupt World Health Organization, which has not done its job and not done it properly. We also...
Right on.
We also blocked $45 million for diversity scholarships in Burma. 45, that's a lot of money for diversity scholarships in Burma. You can imagine where that money went. These were the types of payments, and many others. I could stand here all day and tell you things that we found, and we have to find them quickly because we want the money to flow to proper places.
All right, so there we go. I mean, a bunch of money that we're spending that we shouldn't be spending, and now we're starting to get a hold of it. Now, let's go to the news clip right here. This is about the State Department suspending almost all U.S. foreign aid for 3 months. And then at a certain point, we're going to figure out what makes sense to give and what does not make sense to give. Let's watch this. Then we're going to get back to my man, Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta. Check it out.
Late today, the U.S. State Department suspended all foreign assistance around the world for at least 3 months. It affects tens of billions of dollars for programs that extend from military assistance to Ukraine to supporting police in Mexico who are supposed to stop fentanyl from coming into the U.S. Nick Schifrin is following this all and joins us now. So, Nick, what does this direction actually do?
Jeff, the direction is contained in a memo that hasn't been made public. The State Department hasn't even acknowledged it publicly, but PBS NewsHour obtained the memo. And it says the U.S. government, quote, shall not provide foreign assistance funded by or through the Department and USAID without the Secretary of State's authorization. And, quote, for existing foreign assistance awards, contracting officers and grant officers shall immediately issue stop work orders. It says within 30 days, the department will develop review standards. Within 85 days, it'll complete a comprehensive review. And within 180 days, all U.S. foreign assistance will be aligned with President Trump's vision.
Okay, so I get it. So they're going to pause it right now. And then at a certain point, everything is going to make sense. Aid going where it should be going and aid not going where it should not be going. That makes perfect sense to me.
Bottom line, Jeff, every dollar being spent in terms of U.S. foreign assistance around the world is now being paused. There are a few exceptions. Foreign military financing for Israel and Egypt, and emergency food assistance around the world.
So what programs could this suspension affect?
We're talking about everything, including security assistance around the world. So $40 billion is generally the total that's cited in terms of total foreign assistance. About half of that is military assistance. So this affects security assistance, or some of the security assistance, certainly, to Ukraine, to Taiwan, to Jordan. These are key U.S. allies and partners around the world. And it's not just weapons, it's things like training. But on top of military assistance, this is what the U.S. government calls security assistance, so that's police. There's some $2 billion for policing around the world. And so as you identified at the top, some of this is for Mexican police who are supposed to go after the cartels that have just...
I mean, at the end of the day, Mexico, if we're spending money on police in Mexico, are they doing a good job? Can they even really do anything about the cartels at this point? I think Mexico has become a narco state. Maybe I'm wrong. If y'all think differently, you have any other evidence, information, y'all please let me know in the comments. But the bottom line is I don't think the police do that good of a job in Mexico, unfortunately.
Just been labeled foreign terrorist organizations who are supposed to interdict fentanyl that has affected so many communities in the United States. So this really goes so far across the world. West Africa gets counterterrorism funding through this program. So there are big questions about how long this will last, how the Trump team will resume it. They say that they simply don't have enough visibility into all of these programs. They need to pause it in order to better understand it.
I mean, that's why the word pause makes sense, because Trump's not saying we're just going to stop all the aid, because sometimes aid is necessary, aid is needed. It makes more sense for us, but sometimes it doesn't, and we're just wasting money. And like I said, we're how many trillions? 35, 36, 38? I don't even know what the trillions are anymore. Have we gotten to $40 trillion in debt? I don't think it's that high, but the bottom line is we're in a lot of debt, and just spending money willy-nilly all over the world doesn't make much sense in that circumstance. Now let's get to my main man. This is, again, the former president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, talking to a group of East African leaders at a conference in East Africa. Check it out.
People the other day crying, oh, I don't know, Trump has removed money. He said he's not giving us any more money. Watu wanalia. Why are you crying? It's not your government, it's not your country. He has no reason to give you anything. I mean, you don't pay taxes in America. He is appealing to his people. Shauri yenu bwana. This is a wake-up call for you to say, okay, what are we going to do to help ourselves? Instead of crying, tujiulize, what are we going to do? Haya, ametoa hiyo pesa, sasa tutafanya namna gani jameni? What are we going to do? Yeah? To support ourselves. Because nobody is going to continue holding out a hand there to give you. It is time for us to use our resources for the right things. We are the ones who are using them for the wrong things.
Boom. That was amazing. Shout out to, again, Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president of Kenya. That's common sense, and we need a lot more of that in this world. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to Trump, Team Trump, Trump administration for pausing the aid all over the world and to be getting a handle on what's really going on, because some of this stuff, I mean, what are we really doing? The things we spend money on, not only abroad, but also here in the USA, we spend money on ridiculous things. And again, the problem is we don't really have the money. Look at the debt clock. It's just ticking, up and up and up. And it never is like, it's never going to ever stop. So let's just stop spending money. Let's stop living beyond our means. Let's spend our resources on things that make sense, on things that are going to better us and better the world, which will help us. Because at the end of the day, I understand you got people that need help, people that need this, need that, and the third. Okay, look, everybody needs something, but look, check it out. The USA is like an individual person. Think of the USA as an individual person. And every day this person leaves their house, you have 193 people coming up to them like this. Can I get something? Hey, let me hold something, nephew. Every day, all day. At a certain point, I can't just keep giving. The USA is much better than me. I don't give money to nobody. You could be pretty much emaciated, I'd be like, man, you better just go get it together. I'm not trying to help your drug habit flourish. Mr. Homeless guy on the street talking about, can I please get something, nephew? Nah, you can't get nothing. You can't get a job application and get up out my face and get off of them drugs you on. That's what I say. So the USA better than me. They give money where I probably wouldn't give it. So the pause is not going to be this disastrous thing. I think it'd be good for the world and good for the USA. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about what Uhuru Kenyatta said? Hey, like, we have to do things for ourselves. We can't just keep saying, gimme, gimme, gimme. At a certain point, what are we going to do for ourselves? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. How you feel about some of the things that we spent money on? All the money going to Burma and this country and that country for diversity and woke stuff and just everything all over the world, every country. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. Yeah, I'm not in favor of spending the money. I'm not in favor of just MC hammering, just throwing money out there, reckless, willy-nilly. I don't like it. Let's get that stuff under control. And hopefully, maybe one day we can stop racking up this tremendous debt that we can't truly manage. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that is all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.